If you watch a lot of YouTube about selling on eBay, or if you look at a lot of eBay related Facebook groups or Reddit or any of these other sources, you might think that eBay is full of buyers trying to scam sellers. Welcome back to the shed, everyone. I'm Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back.
So this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Reason, we have we have this YouTube channel, obviously, and we also have a Facebook group, the reseller water cooler, and it seems to me that a lot of sellers, including, I would say probably mostly newer sellers,
Yeah,
which makes sense.
right.
I see a lot of paranoia that, like, anytime there's a problem with an order, a lot of people jump to assume that they are being scammed by someone.
Yes, it could be something as simple as somebody wanting to return something.
Right.
And we're not saying that doesn't happen.
No, but I see these posts and it's like, I think that there might be a misinterpretation of how often these kind of actual scams happen. And I'm trying to think, Candace, when's the last time we actually got scammed?
I think it was when the guy accidentally was trying to scam us and he accidentally sent us the wrong thing back. Was it a stereo?
Yeah, but I think that was just a mistake.
Okay.
That was a mistake. We thought a guy was trying to scam us, but he actually returned the wrong thing to us, and it ended up that was just a dumb mistake. Besides
that, since I've been working in the shed with Lonnie for 4 years, I can't think of anything else.
You can't think of one single obvious,
right, something that really sticks out in my mind. No,
obvious scam. Well, we did sell I'm trying to think of some examples. Every time we've made a negative video about eBay, it's usually been something that eBay is doing, or it's usually been something like we're having trouble with USPS, something like that. I can't remember the last time we had someone like actually try and scam us. We have had it happen before. I've got some old videos where somebody bought a $15 video game from us, or from me at that point, because Candace wasn't even, that's how long ago this was.
Right.
It was right after I got the shed, as a matter of fact. Somebody bought a video game, and then they immediately opened a return as soon as they got it, and they sent me back an empty envelope. And I fought it. And you know what I did? I made a big old juicy title and video about it. And that, I might be part of the problem, because when I see something like that happen, I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of sensational, and it's a good story or whatever. But it doesn't happen that often. And I feel like those kinds of occurrences get a lot more press.
And that's why people remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when you see us come out here and we pull 10, 12, 15 orders or whatever for a day, and then we send them out 99.9% of the time, you don't ever hear from them again, because we don't ever hear from it again either.
And I think that with those sensational subjects or titles that they do hear about, it has people kind of paranoid, like they're looking for those monsters in the closet that may not be there. Such as when they sell something, going and digging into the buyer's feedback.
Or I see people look at feedback, which is, that's to be expected. Or look at, I see people look up the addresses and then look it up on Google Earth.
Yeah.
And see what the parking lot looks like there or whatever, Yeah,
oh my gosh, this is a freight forwarder, I'm getting scammed.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just a simple fact that scams do not happen very often, but they do happen. Mm-hmm. They can happen. And that's one of the reasons why whenever we're buying and selling stuff, I don't get nervous. Under $100, I'm not scared of a scammer. But anytime we list something, Candace, I always feel like anything we list and somebody buys, I always have it in the back of my mind, that could be a total loss.
Right. And it's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's interesting that you feel that way whenever we have so few problems.
Right. But I mean, that's the way I look at it, though.
Yeah.
Like, how comfortable, for instance, how comfortable are you selling things that cost $200 on eBay?
I feel fairly confident at this point.
I do too.
Comfortable with it, yeah.
You're comfortable with that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about 500?
That's kind of I think 400 or 500 is kind of the tipping point for me where I start hearing that little nagging in my head.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at too. It's like over 500, I start getting nervous, and then I start thinking of the monsters in the closet under the bed,
Yeah.
etc. But then at some point, you got to think, maybe I shouldn't be selling stuff that expensive.
Right. I mean,
online.
'cause look at all the things we have sold for that much, and it's not been a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Most of the times, the problems we've had have been on cheaper items.
Yes. Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
So, but I did want to talk about a few things. So, for the most part, we don't worry about scams, and some of the things you can do to protect yourself from getting scammed. Lots of clear photos,
Yes.
very descriptive titles and descriptions and everything. Don't try and sugarcoat. Like I think what the scammers that are out there, a lot of times they are looking for newer sellers that are making mistakes on listings or maybe might not be sure of themselves.
Take advantage of it. Yeah.
And there is potential for that, but I think the better your listings are, higher quality photos, descriptions, and condition. If its parts are not working, listed as parts are not working, make sure you turn returns off.
Yeah. And for your pictures, if it's something that if a flaw would matter, like if it's a collectible item, make sure you get a good photo of that and put it in the description.
Right, because you know what I think happens a lot of times with new sellers? Like if Candace was going to list this sweater for sale, and she was not real good at like checking out the condition during listing, and it had a big stain right here.
Yeah.
And she didn't notice it.
Right.
And then when she sold it and shipped it, and the customer wrote back and said, "Hey, there's a stain on this thing." I think a lot of people immediately get defensive, and they assume that they are right. They would have seen that, and that stain was not there.
Right.
But I can tell y'all, a lot, like I would say probably 90% of the complaints that we've gotten, I'm making that number up, but it's a lot. A big percentage of the complaints that we get about items, usually we earned it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Talking about the stain, we had a jacket we sold, and they said there was a hole in the pocket. Well, I promise you, I didn't check the lining of the pocket for holes.
Nope.
So it could have been plausible.
That was a kind of nitpicky one. But yeah. Absolutely. I mean, most of the feedback we get, like when someone complains about it, it's usually because we made an error.
Right.
So, and I see a lot of people in these groups, they immediately get defensive and they immediately assume that someone's trying to pull some shenanigans on them.
I saw a post today, as a matter of fact. Someone sold something and they just described the color as it was a physical, like a display stand or something, and they described the color, I think, as just dark. They didn't give like a color.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah, the photo looked like a dark blue, and the buyer thought that's what they were getting when it was actually like a really dark, like charcoal color.
Right.
So,
black is hard to capture.
It is, and different colors look different on different people's monitors. Their monitor could be bad or whatever. So that's pretty important to give details like that.
So what was the outcome of that post?
Everybody was telling that person that it looked blue to them.
Oh, okay,
and,
good.
And they should have been descriptive with their color, and they should accept the return.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and another thing that we see, and it kind of makes us throw caution, is when someone messages us with just this big list of questions, especially when the details are already in the listing.
This might be an unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
By me. I had somebody like that 3 days ago. I've learned, and I know people are going to disagree with me, and this actually might run counter to what our original point was somewhat. I have found however, that when someone asks an inordinate amount of questions, a bunch of weird questions, or like really precise, or trying to get you to make promises that you didn't originally make in your listing, would you say it's 100% absolutely free of defects and mint and flawless? And I'm like, I did not and would not say that.
It's like, they're trying to catch you in something that later on they can use against you.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Or like I'm telling y'all, we had a listing we have a listing for some boots. Guy messaged me, and if I can, I'll show the little screenshot. Guy messaged. This is like 2 days ago. What size? And I go and look. I'm like, man, that is great. I'm like, Candace, you didn't put the size in the title. I went and looked at the title. There's the size.
Size was right there.
I said size 9. It's in the title, and then he messaged me again. He didn't even acknowledge that. Then he messaged me again. He asked another question. What was the question?
He said M or W.
Oh, men or women's.
Yeah.
And I go back. I'm like, Candace, you didn't even say if those are men's or women's, huh? I go back and look at the title again. Men's.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
the category too.
Huh?
Category was men's boots too.
Right. But yeah. I mean, but it's in the title. It's probably in the specifics.
Yeah.
Because of the category it was in.
Yeah. If somebody can't pick up on those details, maybe we don't want them buying our stuff.
Right. I mean, I did. Yeah. Once I got that second question in that was in the title, I blocked them. I'll be honest. I blocked them because I didn't want to do business with them.
Right.
Because if they can't even read the title.
Right.
Or look at the photos.
Right.
Because we also had pictures of the size tag so yeah.
But that is kind of different. You know why? Because that wasn't us going out looking for a problem. That was a problem that came to us.
A potential problem.
Right.
Yeah.
We weren't going and looking at their feedback or where the address it's being shipped to. We weren't looking to create a problem or looking for a problem.
Right.
It was one that presented itself to us.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, I've gotten leery of anyone that asks a bunch of weird questions. I found weird questions pre-sale, and I don't mean someone just asking for a measurement or how tall is something. I mean, when it goes beyond that.
Yeah.
I found that weird questions up front, you're going to have problems on the back end. A very high percentage of the time, enough of a percentage of the time, whenever I get a bad gut feeling, I trust my gut, and I don't do business with that person.
I had somebody last week, speaking of shoes, I don't remember the exact size. We'll say it was a size 10, and they messaged me and said, I'm a size 11. Do you think they would fit? And I'm like, no, they're a size smaller than you wear. So, yeah, there's just those questions that just kind of raise your red flag.
Yeah, there's another thing, too. One more thing on this topic of getting scammed on eBay. One little caveat I will say. There are some categories on eBay which are higher scam or higher problem categories than others.
Yeah. And
I'll tell y'all, I actually have one right down there that I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all see that thing? Electronics. If you aren't good at packing them, if you aren't good at testing them, if you don't like having to deal with a lot of after the sale issues, I've never had more after sale issues with any product category than I have with electronics. And I would say the esteemed DVD VCR combo is probably one of the highest item types I've ever seen. And it's not just me, because I see people in our Facebook group. It's like ridiculous how many people have problems after the sale selling these DVD VCR combos. And some of that might be the packing. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. But I think what's probably more common, and a lot of people are thinking they're getting scammed, and sometimes they might be getting scammed. But I think what happens a lot of times, if I set up a DVD VCR combo here on the bench, right? And it works perfectly. It's going great. I've got the remote. I'm like, maybe I take a little video of it or whatever. and then somebody buys it, and then a week later they message me, hey, I got this thing in, it doesn't work. You said it worked perfectly, it's eating my tapes or whatever. Are they scamming you? I have no idea. You just sold them probably a 30-year-old DVD VCR combo, which has 1,000 moving parts inside of it.
Right. And it got shipped across the...
They got shipped across the country.
Yeah.
Bouncing and jiggling and riding upside down for a while, and somebody kicked it or whatever, getting jostled, and all those thousands of little parts in that thing. You don't think something could have happened to it between here and there? You know, because a lot of times I see people say, I sold this thing and it worked perfectly and they got it and it doesn't work, and they're acting like there wasn't a 1,000-mile trip on a bouncy truck and planes and trains or who knows what in between.
Yep.
And that kind of stuff, like that has a lot of moving parts and electronics on and stuff. That stuff goes wrong, man.
Yeah, you could pack it as well as the next guy or as best ever, and the stuff is still going to get jiggled around.
And it's old.
Yeah.
It's old stuff.
Yep.
It was built really cheaply to begin with. So that's why you don't see us, like, if you've been watching a long time, I used to sell a lot of DVD VCR combos, and I found the rate at which, whenever I buy them, only like half of them would work at best. You know, you pick them up for a couple of bucks, but then you get them home, start testing them out, half of them don't even work. And then the other thing is you have so many problems on the back end, and then they take up a lot of space.
They're not fun to pack.
They're not fun to pack. I don't really like testing them either. And yeah, you put all that together, I'm like, I'm done buying these. Yeah. Like, I see them now. They can have $1 on them or whatever.
Or giving it away.
Free. I don't do it anymore. I learned that I don't want to do that. So we do, I think, tend to also steer clear of some higher perceived scam categories. Mm-hmm. Cell phones, another one, obviously.
Right.
If you're selling gift cards, you might run into some problems. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, there are some categories that just have a much higher scam percentage than others. If you want a pretty safe scam-free category, I don't think anybody's tried to scam us on a cookbook ever.
No. Or figurines, little collectible figurines.
Right. Video games are kind of hit and miss. We haven't really experienced a lot of problems selling video games. But I know some people...
I do see that occasionally, yeah.
Younger people, maybe. I don't know. But the message here is that, especially for new sellers, reports of scams are highly exaggerated on eBay. Don't be paranoid. Be smart. Do your due diligence. Mm-hmm. Do good work. But don't always assume that every time you get a message complaining about your order, maybe you screwed up. Yep. Or maybe the person's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Our experience has been, at least I think, is that just about everyone tells the truth. And in those cases where they don't, you might lose a sale or two every now and then.
Right.
That's part of the game. If you can't take that, then selling online might be a little too risky for you.
Yep, and every transaction is not going to go perfect. It doesn't for us, but it's very low percentage.
It is, but when it does happen, it takes up a lot of time. It takes up a lot of emotional energy. It feels like, especially if you get like 2 in a week, where, okay, somebody receives something that's broken or somebody else has a problem. Even though maybe you shipped out 200 orders that week, it might feel like the whole world's coming down against you.
Yeah, you feel defeated.
But you know what? We need to get some orders out.
Yep.
All right, time to pull those orders. You ready?
Yes, all our orders today are on eBay. So we're going to get started. The first thing is a little Spurs and Furs cowboy dog. This is 5 Delta A0337. Trying
to figure out which way I go. 5 Delta. Must be the other way, where Candace is.
You picked wrong.
I did.
I got that little doggy. There he is in his fancy little jacket. He's got a rope on his hip. He's going to rustle up some cattle.
Yeah, he's going to go herd some cats probably.
Okay, Hell's Angel t-shirt, 5 Alpha Wrangler box, HA3.
Okay, I can get this one after I move this other junk. Let's see. Inventory. Oh no. Okay, those costumes are in a box at one point.
Yeah, we need to put them in some other box.
And I had to steal that box to ship something else. Which one are we getting?
3, HA3. This is a long sleeve Riverside support t-shirt.
Our side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to look up some of those things to figure out what they were talking about. I figured our side was it.
You guessed it before you looked it up, I remember. You
Yeah.
told me, you said, I wonder if our side is Riverside, and then you looked it up and you were right.
Yeah.
It's $26.99 for that.
That's after I'd seen some other ones like SFV, and that was San Fernando Valley, and then some of y'all in the comments told us this too, Purdue, San Bernardino Valley.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah. By the time I get done listing and dealing with all these Hell's Angels t-shirts, I might be able to like BS my way through a convo with one.
I know, right? Yeah, I've been to Purdue or whatever.
Purdue.
Or whatever it is. Okay, someone came in and bought 10 Star Trek Deep Space Nine cards.
Sweet.
D&D drawer, 10 of them. So that leaves us with 22.
Boom. Okay, I'll just yeah, I have to get those in penny sleeves and top loaders. Yeah, that's a good sale though.
Mm-hmm.
$30.
$29.90. Yeah. Okay, someone came in and bought 3 Baccarat crystals.
This is the big sale today.
Yes. Okay, we have 24, 25, and 26.
Okay. That's easy enough. 24.
Can we carry one or
26.
2? Yeah.
And then 25 right here. Okay, let's see if we can figure it out without having to open them.
Okay.
All right. What is 25 supposed to be? That Santa Claus looking
No,
guy?
it's a snowflake. 2017 snowflake. Sold for $39.99.
Honestly, I can't see.
We need to open them.
Okay, we're gonna open them off camera in a minute.
24 is a Santa that sold for $39.99, and 26 is a tree that sold for $44.99.
Wow, that's a big sale. That's $130 worth of that crystal stuff.
Yes.
Man, that's good.
Okay, next item is a Boy Scout patch on 10 Bravo. Patch number 14.
I know these are in here. Although I might have messed the order of them up. And this will be going eBay standard envelope.
So this is for Pioneer District Cub Aree 1981.
I mean, I tried. Okay, it's got like
A wagon.
cover wagon.
Yep.
All right.
$5.99 for that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. If I had it all to do over again, I'm not going to change things now. I probably would just lotted these up.
Yeah.
For the, except for the higher value ones.
Right. This last item, I am so glad it sold because
Really?
it's been on Facebook and I get like a message every other day about it. And then I'm like, yes, it's available. When would you like to meet? And then they ghost me.
Yep.
It's a silver bracelet in the cricker drawer.
Cricker. All right. So it might be the box that says silver bracelet.
Yes, 8.3 grams. It's a flat weave silver bracelet. Sold for $29.99.
Okay. All right.
Nice. It's a nice looking bracelet.
Yeah. So is that everything?
That's everything.
Man, look at that.
I know. You can fit that all in a 1086 box.
Oh my gosh. I could all in one order. I know. All right, I'm going to get to packing this. Okay, packages are all away, and we
did inventory.
We did our inventory.
Yes.
So we need to mark off our locations.
We're almost done, y'all. We're in the home stretch.
We are. I actually did the computer side today.
Yeah.
You know what, Candace?
What?
The computer side is way better than the shelf side.
Well, of course.
Do you agree with that?
Especially for my 5'3" self. It was interesting, though, being on the other side of it.
So today we did 4, we did 3, and we did all the pockets.
Yep.
Whoops, and I just kicked the clock.
Yep. So
All right.
we're going to mark those off.
3,
3, 4, and pockets.
Pockets.
So how many does that leave us? 3?
There should be 3 left.
So tomorrow's our last day. We have 2, 5, and 7 left.
Okay, 5 is going to be the big one.
Yeah.
5 is the one that's going to require the most effort.
It has all those dog boxes.
It has all the dog boxes. What's the other one? 2?
2.
2 is not too bad.
Nope.
I have some junk at the top. That's my personal stuff.
7's not bad either. That's our other one.
Okay, 7's not horrible.
Yep.
Okay, we can deal with that.
Yep.
Man, I am proud of us because it has not been easy getting. This has been quite the burden.
So hey, look at all this stuff that was not listed.
Yeah, and
Look at this.
I can tell y'all already. Well, I don't know. This might be worth listing. This Magic Johnson starting lineup thing.
This definitely is.
This is like I think at one point I thought it was a $50 bandsaw blade.
Yeah.
But,
First
yeah, that is a bandsaw blade. Yeah, okay.
First time we've ever had a cookbook not listed.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened with that. And then I know for sure that I listed these punches because they were both wrapped in this plastic, and I remember listing them. So yeah, this is probably not worth listing.
No, we're not going to list that. Probably not listing
Probably
that.
not that.
We might lot these cards up together.
Yeah.
It's some trading MCU villains trading card game.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of Kurt Schilling cards here. I think that's what these all are. I guess I could do a cheap lot with them. Could do that. And then we have this Kevin Durant T-shirt, and I have no I
don't even remember that T-shirt.
Look, I did the listing.
I know.
See, look at that.
Yeah.
I thought it was listed. So
Yeah.
and I know for a fact I listed that.
I know you did too.
I know I did.
Yeah.
We paid like $5 for this thing. I remember this. I don't know why. I don't know why or how any of this stuff got delisted, but it did. And yeah, we're going to list this, probably this, this. Donate. We're going to list that. This.
Donate. Yep.
Donate.
Yep.
Okay. All right. One more day of inventory. Okay, we got one more thing to do.
Yep. One more thing for today. We're going to do Lonnie's Losers.
Lonnie's Losers.
Lonnie's Losers. The 5 oldest listings we have. We're going to make sure they're in inventory, and decide if we're going to end and sell similar, and maybe adjust the price or check titles and stuff like that, or we may just pull them and donate them.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right, first item is 2 Bravo number 6. It's a door hinge pin and brushing kit.
Okay, it's in here. We just inventoried that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know it's there.
Yeah.
That'll be an end and sell similar only. That's all we got to do.
Right. We have a comic book.
Okay.
We have 2 comic books. The next 2. One Charlie.
Okay. I guess we
have.
I'll go ahead and locate. What are they?
Number 66. It's a big ticket one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's 77 Sunset Strip number 2. It's listed for $75.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to end this sell similar. I'm going to drop the price by a bunch.
Yeah.
Apparently that price did not work. Nobody's messaged us or anything. I'm going to look at comps and see. Let's see. Okay. Yep. All right. What's the other one?
Number 30. Prez number 3.
It just says 30. It doesn't say X or anything.
I'm sorry. Yes, X30.
Okay. I mean, it wouldn't have surprised me if it didn't, but okay. X30 Prez. All right, number 3. Got it?
We have that listed for $18.99.
Okay, I'm going to probably drop that to like $12 or $13.
Okay, while you're there, we have a baseball card.
Okay.
You won.
No, I'm going to take it out of here. Well, we inventoried every location recently, so I can't just keep saying that.
Yeah.
I need to lay hands on it. What is it?
Alex Rodriguez.
What is it?
You won. Sorry.
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh.
This is a promo card that we have listed for $19.99.
A-Rod, $19.99. Oh, it's a sample.
Yeah.
It's a promo sample thing.
Yep.
Okay, I'm probably going to cut the price in half on that.
Yep.
Something else I'm going to do with that, I'm going to make sure that I have eBay standard envelope activated for
yes.
it.
Yep.
To make sure it's cheap for people to have it shipped to them.
Yeah, that's true, because that just came along, like 2 years ago?
Yeah, I'm not, it's
And
been,
we
I might
probably
have some cards that,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Last item is an opera CD.
Okay.
It's in the cube.
Yeah.
Julius Patzak the second.
What? I don't even know what you're saying. Julius Patzak. Okay, he's right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have that listed for $14.99.
Okay.
We've sold some opera CDs?
We actually have. All right. Next time these come around, they're getting out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change the price to like $9 or something.
Right.
Or yeah. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
That's our 5 Lonnie's losers.
Okay, let me get to it. Okay, I think we're done for the day, huh?
Yes. Yep.
All right, so we got pretty good. Well, we made our goal today anyway. Got some hats up, as y'all can see here. Backpacks, more hats. Some of this is like distressed inventory, like this thing was on a shelf, wasn't listed. This too. This is stuff we found yesterday, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Something we bought at garage sale, some more distressed inventory. And yeah, we do get credit for the ones that are on the shelf already that were listed at one point that we have to take new photos for and were not listed when we did inventory. We're getting credit for those.
Yeah, we're building the listing again.
If we're taking photos for a listing, we're giving ourselves credit.
Yep.
Another bobblehead thing. Oh, that's man, this thing is so cool. This Euclid EUC R50. That thing is awesome. That thing is cool. I hope somebody buys that. Listed it for $30, by the way. Let's see. What else we got here? Okay. There's the other bobblehead. Double Ender video game for Atari 2600. That's the Japanese game. Both of these were unlisted from yesterday. This is a garage sale purchase from this past week. Another one. And I don't think you counted that, huh?
No.
Because you were able. And then here, these are the end cell similars that I just did while Candace was doing some cross-posting and stuff.
Yep.
So another good day in the books. We got all of our little, man, it seems like we got 20.
We got our checklist.
20 things we're trying to do every day. It's gonna be way nicer after tomorrow.
Yes.
Inventory has been kicking our butt. You wouldn't think it would, but an extra hour a day,
Yeah.
that's a lot of time.
It takes away from a lot of listing.
It takes away from something.
Yeah.
Because like that time is coming from somewhere. All right, how many we end up with?
21.
21.
513.
4, 5, 13. And I would say we're looking good. I kind of wanted to get 6 today. I just don't think we just didn't have time. But I was very happy we got over 5.
Yeah.
So starting tomorrow, I'm going to clear some of this stuff off over here. And we're going to start doing some totals and stuff.
Put our listings up there.
No, just do like the math. How much we have left, how much we've listed.
Oh,
whatever.
gotcha.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the total stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.